I'm in Assinaboine Forest this evening. It's an 8-kilometer forest right in the middle of the city of Winnipeg, right? It's never been developed because of the Depression. In the early 1920s, it ended up just being a little bit of a recreational area, and parts of it was used like as a garbage dump and stuff, but yeah, it's never been developed, and I use the trails and stuff in here in the wintertime. It's a lovely walk in the evening, especially in the winter, because in the wintertime everything stays all nice and bright, right? Even when it gets really dark outside, just because of the whiteness of the snow everywhere, right? And yeah, today I thought I'd bring everybody with me in fall, a fall walk. How amazing is that? Oh, I hope you think it's amazing. I have my cup of coffee here, and yeah, I remembered to flip my phone in widescreen, right? I'm going to have to remember that now that I'm going to be back doing these explores on YouTube, right? That because I've been on Instagram for so long, right? And it's a little bit different filming there, but yeah, I got it mounted on my tripod, so hopefully it's nice and stable, and hopefully I can show everybody a really nice time on a little bit of walk. So let's go take off. So like I said, 8 kilometers. So it's a pretty large forest here. You can see I'm on some little trail here, whether it's, for the wildlife that the deer use it as like a deer trail, or, we tend to make our own trails in here, and after a while it gets packed down a little bit. But look at the colors in there. Isn't it gorgeous? Yes, I'm going to have to be sure to take some beautiful pictures, but yeah, let's go take a little bit of a walk. I'll keep the camera facing this way so that you can all enjoy it too, right? Like we can kind of be like taking a walk together, right? Because if we were taking a walk together, besides turning our heads to look at each other when we're yapping, this is probably what we would be doing, right? Just enjoying the beautiful fall colors. Mind you, I get the amazing smells, because nothing like the smell of fall. Yeah, I like to do these videos because I know that lots of people appreciate these, right? Because there's lots of people that work all day and have busy lives and not able to get out, and then there's other people that are in chairs. Like, how do you get a wheelchair onto these ones, right? So you can kind of sort of get the feel for it. And some people can't do long trails and go for uneven pathway walks and stuff, so it's a way for everybody just to kind of relax and take a moment away from their busy lives. We'll call it busy lives. How's that? Yeah. Oh, it smells so great in here. I wish, I always figured that one day they were going to put smell TV out there, right? That you would actually be able to smell and actually even get a bigger experience of watching your television programs, right? But I don't think they've even started working on that yet. I haven't watched TV for years, but yeah. Last time I was in here, I came here with Sharon for a few nights. We came for a walk in here. It was just beautiful. Fall had just started, and yeah, there wasn't as much beautiful colors, but you can already see that everything is starting to thin out. There's a lot of flooding in here. I've been pretty lucky so far not to have to walk through too much of it, but yeah, we've had a lot of rain in here. But isn't this really neat that we just have it? And this is, I don't know, 10 minutes from downtown. And I have walked in here on some occasions where I don't even bump into anybody, like the whole walk, and I've been like walking in here for like a few hours. That looks like a little meadow or something in there. There would, see, and look at that. That looks like, that's cut wood there. That's cut wood. I don't know what that is. I don't know, maybe somebody built some kind of shed, or maybe this is, I know there were dumps in here. Yeah. Yeah, that's cut wood there. Yeah, that's interesting to know. Because I know it wasn't developed in here, so like I don't think there was any buildings, but that does kind of look like framing that's fallen in on itself, right? Curious. Curious. Yeah, I thought a couple of times of coming out here. Oh, look at that. It's just so pretty. I thought a couple of times of coming out here with the metal detector just to see if I can find a couple of those old dumps, right? Because there would have been, Coca-Cola bottles and stuff from the 1920s. I know, like they're called hutches, right? They would have been worth a pretty penny. I know some of those old pop bottles go for like a couple $100, right? And there's some real rare ones that are worth even more. I have gotten lost in here. I have to say that I have gotten lost in here. I remember one night I got lost in here in the winter. It was really, really dark, but the snow made it really light, right? So I just kept switching from trail to trail because there were you could easily spot the trails, right? But I just went trail to trail until I finally found a main trail. But then you have to figure out whether or not, I think that's a trail there. You had to figure out whether or not it was heading back in the direction that you want, because there's four busy roads on each side of this park, right? And I'm not sure if it's a park. It's a forest, right? It's never really, yeah. Here we go. We're back on a trail now. Yeah, so, I got lost in here for a couple hours one time. But I know, like, you're in the city, I could always phone for help and somebody would come and pick me out and just honk their horn and I know what direction to go. Because if you listen, oh, can you see that? Can everybody see that? There's a deer right in front of me. Hey? Hi. I don't think it'll let me go very close. Oh, there it goes. See it running? See it running? I hope I got that, people. Yeah, it's always exciting when I get the wildlife on film, right? Wasn't that neat? I hope I got that. Yeah, that was a big deer too. There are lots and lots of deer in here. Like lots of deer. And quite often because of the forest, right? At nighttime when the traffic goes down, then they're able to get closer into the more residential areas, right? And then they get stuck down there during the day. They have to, lay down in between the houses and stuff, right? Because there's so much traffic and people and stuff. Yeah, lots of times we see deer, right, in the front yards and stuff here. Oh my gosh, look at that, people. Can you guys see that? I hope I'm getting those deer. Look at two more deer there. Hi, cutie cuties. Aw, cutie. Like I'm calling my cat. Yeah, so those are white-tailed deer, right? You can see how nice and white their bums are. But I just came over here to look at the things there. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, just hanging out on the trails. I love that. See, am I ever having an amazing night? Yeah, an amazing walk. I know I'm going to just put up, I don't know. I don't know how long we're going to take a walk for. How long this would be entertaining for you. I should actually... Look at, they're letting me get really, really close. Look at that. Hey, you got pretty little bums. All nice and white and fluffy tails. Right? And letting me get pretty close. They're letting me get pretty close, right? Hey. Yeah. How exciting. See, I love nature, right? And there's so many people out there that don't get to experience it, right? People like to experience it differently. When I was a little kid, Port Moody in British Columbia was brand new. They had just built their very first apartment building out there, and yeah, my dad had rented a big apartment, and we moved into this beautiful block and had a swimming pool, and that's where I learned to swim. And I was very, very young, right? Like I was doing high dives and stuff, 3-4 years old. I was swimming very early. And Port Moody, yes, and right behind it was all undeveloped, right? The city was just starting, and they had this gully, and it was so beautiful. It was like fairyland, right? We called it Greenland because it wasn't grass, it was like moss, and it was all over the place, and it was like meadows, so the sun would shine through. And yeah, I really loved it. And I think that's probably, because we had so much fun, playing fairies and yeah. Yeah, I loved the woods since I was a little kid, right? So somebody tried to build another one of those things over there, but it's a mishmash of of logs and stuff. Are those deer still around? Oh yes, they're right behind me. Can you see them? Isn't that neat? Oh, no. He's right behind me somewheres. I don't know. He just maybe, oh, he walked away. Oh, they're right there. Yeah, they're right there. I love it. I love it. And to get that close, like I'm not 20 feet away, and they don't seem concerned with me being around at the very least, right? So yeah. But I'm usually pretty good with the animals, right? They don't seem to be afraid of me, and I never get stung. All my sisters are afraid of bugs and spiders and bees and wasps, like crazy. I'm gonna die. Get me out of here, kind of crazy. And yeah, myself, they don't bother me in the very least. They can land on me, whatever. They're not gonna sting you unless they sense. Oh, I come off the trail completely here. I don't think this is a trail. Okay, let's go back and let's see if we can if we can find the trail here. Yeah, we'll turn everybody around so you can enjoy the walk, and yeah, you can see me anytime. But I did hear an owl earlier. We passed it a while back, but I was looking for it. I could hear it. I can hear it up in the trees, but yeah, there's geese flying south now for winter. Now let's find that trail. I don't know where it is. Must be somewheres around this thing here. They would have a trail going back onto one of the other trails. Let's walk in here. Darn. I don't know. Oh, is that a trail there? That just might be. Gosh. Here we go. See, we found the trail again. See, how cool is that? And like I said, I have walked in here, so many times, and not even past anybody, right? I'm not too sure how far away we are from a main trail, but yeah, this is oh, well, here's a little bit bigger trail. See how it just goes straight. Let's wander down here and see what's going on. Like I said, it's been raining, so the further you go down that way, I think the deeper the trenches are, so you get more flooding and stuff. But oh, it smells amazing. It smells amazing. It's just what I needed. I needed to get outside today, for a better length of time. Last night I was able just to go for a walk in the neighborhood, but yeah, I just find I just need to be out more and more, right? Oh, and I can see the water down there. Yeah, I can see the water hitting the trail, so we're gonna go back this way, and hopefully we can come across a little path that'll head west a little bit, or east, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of dealing with family stuff right now. I expected there to be a big mess when I came back from Toronto. I put everything into that trip, right? You know, every bit of energy, every little bit of money, you know. I really put myself in a spot in order to be able to do it. It was a total investment in myself, right? So I don't regret it in the very least. And everything is kind of working itself out. I mean, I'm in no worse situation than I was in when I left, right? And you know, I made that decision. You know, if I hadn't made that decision, you know, I would have still carried on. But I still would have carried on suffering. I'm not suffering. I'm actually quite optimistic, and I'm quite excited to see what's in store for me now that I've got a little bit of insight on what I should be doing. And yeah, and I got a lot of great advice when I was in Toronto. Like, you know, yeah, I've got a fighting chance now, right? You know, this is an important channel for people, you know, maybe not for you. And, you know, sometimes maybe not even for me, right? But there are people out there that truly enjoy these. And if you do enjoy these, you know, hit that like button for me, right? Because, you know, YouTube will promote me if it thinks that my audience is enjoying the videos that I make. And I know I like to try different things when I'm doing my channel, but I mean, how can I not, right? It's all about all of this, all about making yourself feel good inside, right? You know, so often we're not feeling good, and when you can get out and just go do something that you actually care about, right? It might not be going for walks in the forest or down to the park or something, but you know, there's got to be something that you absolutely love that you can go off and just do on yourself, right? Then you can have a little bit of time to reflect and sort out a few issues, and you know, you go home feeling so much better. And yeah, maybe bring that back to the table tomorrow when you get to work, eh? Okay, everybody, have a great night. Take care.